Okay, this is Touchbase Tuesday, November the 16th. Oh, 17th, sorry. 2020. I don't even know what day it is. Anyway, it is Tuesday though. I do know that. And I just wanted to come on and catch up. We are, just to update you tonight, trying to pull this up here. We are at $4,456 in sales for the month so far. So we're very close to our initial $5,000 goal, which is awesome. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 team members that are active. Well, 6 that have submitted at least 150, but 3 others have actually submitted some sales, but you need at least $20 for the company to consider you active, but that does not secure your career sales. So just so that's clear. But I'm excited because we are at that place and it is the 17th, so it's about the middle of the month. So that's a good thing. Payday is this weekend, so that's another good thing. So for the first half of the month, there'll be a bunch of people getting paid, and that's always a good thing. And several people are very close to earning the first level in, oh, wait. Actually, yeah, several people are close to earning the first level of the free-for-all. So that's exciting too. All right. So Jessica, I said something to you before I started the recording, but just going to say it again. Do you have any pertinent things that you want to share, questions, concerns, thoughts, telling us how things are going for you? You had some challenges this week, I know, with some of your hosts, but that sounds like it all worked out, right?
Yep. Sales are down this month, but I know I'm not the only one struggling with that. Talking to a consultant. Go ahead.
What do you think the reason for that is in your case? I mean,
I think I've closed, I actually don't remember how many parties I've closed this week. 3. And I genuinely don't know because people have those discounts, but they're not buying.
Okay.
Like I had a previous host that she had somebody book off her party, and that party had closed this week, and she couldn't even, like, the party couldn't even get to $200 in sales.
Okay.
She had posted on the wall. She didn't respond, but she did post on the wall then. She had people to party, like, just unresponsive.
Did she interact on the party?
Yeah.
Did she?
Yeah.
Did you feel you had to close it, or you just wanted to close it, or what was?
I just wanted to close it because at that point it was an October one that had rolled over. It only had $60 in sales.
Oh.
So it wasn't even like it was close enough to make me feel like, okay, this could get there eventually, because I wasn't getting there. So I needed to close the chapter of the book and have a fresh start.
Did she reach out to people that weren't on Facebook as well?
That I don't know.
Okay. That is one thing that I work really hard on to try and get my hosts to get 4 to 5 orders from people that aren't on Facebook, because not all the world is, on Facebook. And it seems like sometimes they do, sometimes they don't, but sometimes that is a key to getting a few more sales. Yeah, you just never know. I mean, especially when it drags on. The nice thing, the beauty of having direct ship now is that I don't feel the pressure. I mean, I've been on this for 5 years now, but I don't feel the pressure to close a show out in a certain amount of time, because except when it rolls over. Obviously when when a party rolls over to the next month, it has to be submitted by the 7th, or you have to change the date, because it used to be the 15th, but it's now the 7th. So yeah, that is a factor. But the other side of that is, you know, if I always tell the host, you know, no one is going to be waiting for their order because everything gets submitted immediately. So I always tell the host, they're the last person whose order will get submitted. And I always try and work with them to say, you know, is there a timeline? Do you need a gift for a certain thing or whatever? And usually it's not. And then sometimes on the party, I have a graphic that says this party has been extended. And that sometimes wakes people up. You know, and I'm sure you've tried all the tricks. Like I tag people in posts. I get the host to tag people. I ask the host to send personal messages to people, you know, sort of making it annoying. There are times though that just tagging people, like I'll put a post up and say the party closes tomorrow night, and then I tag everybody that hasn't ordered yet. And that sometimes does help. But if you have a party that's a dead party, you wash your hands of it and you move on, you know. And there are some issues. People are saying some issues with Facebook, that people aren't seeing the posts as much as they used to. But you said the host was active and commenting. So that makes a difference, because if the host comments, the algorithm of Facebook changes and then the people see it. So there's a lot of weird, and you know, you can't say it's consistent for everyone, because you have consultants that are submitting buku sales, and so it's not across the board, because most of us are doing Facebook parties. You know, most of us are. There's a few now that are starting to do live parties. I have stopped doing live. I did a couple over the last couple months, but I am not doing them right now because our numbers are up, and so are surrounding areas. So, but yeah, so one of the things I wanted to talk about was if you saw the stir that came out today, there's a lot of things in there. And so please, please, please go in and check out the stir, everyone, because there's just so much there that I can't even begin to cover. And if you have questions, please ask. But there is an article in the stir today called How to Prep for Black Friday and Cyber Monday. And if you've been around for a while, I don't know if you remember last year, Jess, you know, what went on. Like, the company hasn't done a whole lot with Black Friday over the years. Cyber Monday was usually free shipping if your order was $100 or more or something like that. I forget what it was. But now we have free shipping at $150. So, but what they did tell us is that, you know, they're changing things a little bit, and they're not telling us everything because they don't want us to tell our customers everything. Because if we start telling people in our parties now that there's going to be Black Friday specials or Cyber Monday specials, then people aren't going to order until then. And Cyber Monday is traditionally only for online orders outside of a party.
Gotcha.
And that really worked well when very few of the company was on direct ship. Okay, so I think there is still according to this article, there's still going to be some sort of flavor of that in the Cyber Monday, as far as I know. But Black Friday is going to revolve around what's going to be party orders and online orders throughout the Black Friday weekend. And there'll be special shipping offers. And it's going to be, let me see, it says here, it's going to revolve around some products.
Okay.
And I don't know details. and I don't know any more than you do. I only know what I can read in the stir. But the one big key in, you know, how to prepare for this is to not talk about it now. We have 2 weeks till Black Friday, you know, so um, be aware of your parties that are going to be running over Black Friday. Um, or you could book a 1 day Black Friday party. You know, you could do that, and then that will, you know, also obviously be coincide with that. So stay tuned. Monday, um, November 23rd, all the details will be out along with a Q&A or FAQ, which will answer all our questions. Because I can't tell you how many times I go back into a certain subject in the stir and I scroll right to the FAQ so I can get to the nitty gritty and find out what it is that I need to know. So, yeah. And another tip that I want to say right now, there's an article right after that called Bridge to the New Year. Well, first of all, you're still going to want to book parties for December because we can still sell in December. We've got 2 weeks basically to sell in December. We can earn spring products in December as well. But we want to also be booking for January, because if we don't book January now, January 1 comes along and you had a wonderful holiday, you've had a great time with your family, but suddenly you realize you have no business because you haven't, you know, booked any parties ahead. So if you've been in the business for a while, then go back to the people who booked last January, because yes, it is double free for hosts in January. And some people, I have people that are faithful. They want to do January parties for that reason. The other thing is if you haven't been in the business for a while, that's a good call to people who have been in past parties of yours, or people that you're just getting to talk to about your business. Hey, you know, you could get double free. So like if they would have a $500 show, it's like having $1,000 party. And we have to remember that $500 party is the national average, 550, something like that. So, I mean, that's a great party. You're talking over $200 in free products. So, cool. So yeah, don't wait until December to book January, because then people are like, oh, I've got the holidays, I've got stuff going on, you know, and we don't know what's going to be happening in this craziness of this world in January, but it may just be the thing people need. And I always say, you know, like when I was doing in-home parties, January and February, people wanted to get out and they wanted something other than holidays. They wanted something other than cookies and candies and cakes and sweets and stuff. And so January and February, but January is a great time to have a party. So I am going to share a video with you all that blew my mind this week. Okay. I was on Pampered Chef's YouTube channel, listening to Tim do a recipe that I was going to do. And I was just curious to know how he did it and what he said and all that, you know. And I think that was what it was. Anyway, the next video that came up was an interview with a new consultant. And it about blew my mind. I don't know where she's from. If they might have said, I don't know, but that doesn't really even matter. She was being interviewed by National Executive Director Claudia Bazar, who I've heard speak at retreats and stuff. And Claudia is, she's of Italian background. And when she started with Pampered Chef, she had to get a social security number. She didn't even have one yet. Like she had, because she hadn't been here. I think her husband is military or was military. Anyway, started very humbly. Not, you know, she was nothing different than any of us. But anyway, she was interviewing this new consultant who started in May of this year. I mean, I can tell you some of the things, but you'll be blown away. Like this woman has been in since May. She works full time as a nurse practitioner. She has several children. Can't remember, 3, 4. I'm not sure. So she has enough going on in her life, just like all of us. You know, she's busy. She's working full time. She does 4 10-hour days or something, and then anyway, and she's done all virtual parties since she started, of course. Somehow I want to say she's from North Carolina, but I don't know. Anyway, she has sold over $100,000 in products since she started. Her first month, she did 10 parties. And I won't even tell you what she did her second month because it's going to blow your mind.
Wow.
You need to listen. I'm going to post this video. I don't have a lot of time to sit around watching these videos and stuff. So I often will play them through my speaker in my phone, in my car, if I'm driving somewhere, or if I'm doing something else, I'll have it on that I can hear it, but I don't have to sit and watch it. So I'm not telling you to sit down and watch something for an hour or half an hour or however long it was. But she has some great ideas. Not that you have to do exactly what she does, but boy, she makes you think. She makes you think about what you do. And anyway, it was really good. I was fired up. I was driving at the time and I was really fired up when I was listening to it. I was like, wow, I need to up my game here, you know. But anyway, I only tell you guys that because I hope to always be an encouragement to you, and to, you know, encourage you all and give you things that will help you along the way. I absolutely never want to put pressure on anyone to be what someone else is. And I think I've told all of you that I've recruited or all of you that I helped train is that I will not create your goals for you. You create your goals and I will support you. Jessica, you're a perfect example of that. You know, like when you started, you're like, hey, I'm good. I'll do the business when I want to do the business and I'll do it, you know, it'll be fine. And then early last March, this past March, we had dinner. Oh, and I found those, you know, because I moved since then and I found my lights. Yeah. I'm so excited that I have my lights because I have a tree that has unlit, you know, like not a pre-lit tree this year. Right. And I'm so excited because now I have lots of lights. But anyway, so I was so excited. But we met because I had bought those lights and we had dinner. Yep. And I'll never forget. You remember what you told me?
I was ready to be done.
Yeah. You said, I have one Facebook party yet, but I'm done then. I'm like, you know, it's your call. It's your call. And I don't think I put pressure on you. I mean, we had a nice dinner. We had a good time and you know, we're friends. And so it was good. Saw your mom and dad there too. And I remember it was really good food. Oh my gosh. Anyway, yeah. And then
God kicked me back in the door.
Yeah. A couple weeks later, it was like, I have a recruit and I'm moving forward and I'm going to do this. And you have been gangbusters since then. You have 3 team members.
We have.
You're on your way to being, you had 2 right in a row and on your way to becoming a director. And, you know, and you have a busy life. You have a lot going on. And that is the beauty of Pampered Chef in a way. You know, it fits around your life. That's what I needed when I started and I still need it. You know, I spent yesterday with my granddaughter. I didn't do Pampered Chef yesterday, you know, like I hung out with my granddaughter and as much as you can hang out with a 3-month-old. She's not even 3 months yet, but anyway, she laughed at me and smiled and that was like, oh, that was the best day ever. But anyway, you know, so it can be different things for all of us, and you know, and that's the way it is. But I hope that we can all learn from others who might inspire us to do more and help us to understand how things work. Um, so that's why I'm going to post this video of and I don't even remember her name, but anyway, she's just a regular person. You know, she's not any, you know, like, I mean, yeah, she's special. Obviously, we're all special, but you know, she really is just a regular person. So, and then Thursday night of this week, there's the second session of Fun Run into 21 that a group of us directors are doing. If you would like to get on, it's going to be on host coaching and some new ideas. Maybe I'm actually the one in charge this week, so you might get tired of hearing me, but I've been listening to trainings and doing different things so that I can maybe bring some new ideas and some new thoughts to host coaching. So I'll post that Zoom link for Thursday night. If anybody wants to join, it's at 8 o'clock on Thursday and 8 Eastern time. So, you know, anyway, and I don't know how you all are handling. There's one more thing that is really pressing on my mind, and that is the new real-time inventory. So the way it's working is they're trying to take care of all the back order. So if they get products in that were previously on back order, they go to those people first. And from what I understand, from what Andrew Trenor has been telling us, leaders, is that there's trucks coming in every day, all the time. They've added, and they're trying to ramp up the inventory of the products that we do have so that we don't have issues later. But a lot of it has to do with manufacturing. Manufacturers have to get the parts that they need to make the products, and some of those places aren't functioning at full yet, you know, at full ramp. So so they're working on it. There are some products listed on the status page that will not be back before the holiday cutoff, unfortunately. Not anything that we desire, but we still do have 75% of our catalog available. If you want to vent your frustrations, feel free, call me, text me, whatever. We can do it privately, because I understand it, you know, it can be frustrating. I had a woman today who I had done a Zoom, or not a Zoom, a Facebook Live demo on a party Sunday night. And we made apple dumplings in the little mini cast iron in the air fryer. And they were available at that point. And she put them in her cart today and they disappeared. And the reason they disappeared is because she did not complete her cart.
Right.
So if a customer goes in and puts something in their cart and they complete it so that you can see it,
right,
it stays. But I never saw her cart. I looked and looked for her cart because she still had one thing in it, but she never completed it. So here's what I've been doing. I've been telling my hosts, put everything on your wish list in your cart now.
Right.
The host specifically. And then on my virtual parties, I do an explanation, because I've been doing a lot of live things. So I do an explanation that we are doing real-time inventory. And I tell them it's similar to if you went to the Walmart's or Target's or Amazon's websites and it says something's out of stock.
Yep.
It is what it is. We do have a little place on there that they can click that says notify me when it's back. Yep. So they can do that. But it's you know, we have a catalog, but we also have an inventory, and they have for right now, this is what they're doing. So it's not the most ideal, and it's different than anything we've done before. but it's keeping us from having more back orders.
Yep.
And that's the difficult. So I tell my hosts, put everything on your wish list in your cart now. We can take it out later, but if we take it out, we can't put it back if it's no longer available. So it'll hold it. Now, yeah, same thing for guests. You know, I tell them that we're doing real-time inventory, and I tell them that, you know, if they want to start creating their cart, they should log in, create an account, log in to the party, and log into their account, and then create their cart. And as soon as I see it, I'll let them know, and that way I know that it's there. And they can even go through the whole submission process, but tell me not to submit it if they want. Because here's the other thing. Our parties don't have to close in a certain time period. So if somebody or the host, you know, really wants an item, we can maybe hold it for another week. And what I've been doing is I go in every morning to see if the things that I know people want are available. The suggestion was made that you create either a notebook or a spreadsheet or something with the products that people are looking for and the name of the person. So you can look at that list quickly and then go in the website and see if those items are available. Create their cart a while just in case. But I did learn something yesterday, I guess, that some people, and I know it's human nature, but some people, being aware that certain items are hot items and people may want to buy them, we're creating false parties and false carts.
Oh.
And they were hanging on to things that other people needed and wanted, but there was no real customer there. And Pampered Chef found 50 over the weekend, found 50 of those parties throughout the company, which 50 is not, considering the consultants we have, it's not bad. But they, I guess, spoke to the consultants and closed those parties. So for a brief time over the weekend, there were certain products that suddenly became available in short quantities, and they were snagged up and they were gone. So we can't be doing that. That breaks the code of ethics of the company. And so we can't be doing that, but be aware of who wants something. If someone says to you, like, what do you do, Jessica? If somebody says to you, oh, I wanted, like, for instance, today, the mini cast iron pans, they're not available. Like,
you notify them when they're back in stock or have them enter their email.
Yeah. And if they click the notify me, they can enter their email and it'll notify them, or you can keep a running list. The other thing is, you know, if you see like certain things, like I had somebody this morning wants 2 pieces of cookware, and you know, I said they're currently not available, but I will keep an eye out for them. And she was trying to keep her price point a little lower. And I said, well, you know, if you gather 5 or 6 orders, you could get it for 60% off. You get both, you know, like one or both of them for 60% off. So use it as a booking tool too, because the cookware is supposed to be back in stock this month yet. So you can use it as a booking tool and say, you know, I'm pretty sure that it'll be available here in the next couple of weeks, most likely. So if you'd like to book a party, you can, you know, depending on what it is, they can get it for free or half price or 60% off or whatever. So we can use it as a booking tool too. No, it's not ideal. No, it's not what we want, because it's not what we're used to. But you shop Amazon, I shop Amazon. We know that there's certain times where you click on something. I was on Target the other night. I was so excited about some stuff and I clicked on it and I wasn't paying attention. Not available. Not available.
Yep.
You know, and we can live without it. You know, like, be honest, we can live without it. But it's not what we want. And same with us, with our products. We're used to having a catalog that everything is available. I think I think it's a good thing not to be in person right now, because I've talked to different consultants who've done in-person parties and they don't have their computer there. And so they get home and they realize that half the stuff people ordered isn't available.
Right. Yep.
Especially if a lot of people want the same thing, like everybody wants a numbers and letters cake and then it's not available, or something like that, or the easy accent decorator or whatever. So we do have to be careful in what we show. Like, obviously I'm not showing cookware or stoneware right now, because that's, let's be realistic. But anyway, so I don't know. Does that make sense, Jessica? Does that?
It does.
I mean, I know it's not ideal. And like I said, if any of you on the team are frustrated and you need to vent, feel free. I got big shoulders. I don't have all the answers, but I can deal with it because, I have my frustrations too, and it's not ideal, and it's not what we're used to. That's the biggest thing. It's just not what we're used to. And I've been in groups of directors in meetings where there's been a lot of venting and, trying to figure out how to help our teams, because that's, as much as I care about my customers, I want to help you all, because I know that it's not ideal for all of you. And so anyway, so those are all the things on my list tonight. Wow, it's already 8:42. So
wow.
Yeah. And I still have an errand to run tonight. I have to go pick my son up at the garage.
Oh, no.
His car's got to go to the garage, so I have to go run and pick him up when he's done working. So
Gotcha.
It's so ugly out. Oh my goodness. But anyway, I'm going to stop the recording. I will post this as soon as I can get it uploaded. And hopefully all of you can, listen to this. And I'll send it in an email too, because I really think it's important. So, and we will get together again next Tuesday. Next Tuesday, I'm supposed to be on jury duty. I have a feeling it'll be canceled, but anyway. All right. I'm going to stop the recording.